YouTubers, Mike Martin's here with the Mike Martin channel. Guys, thanks for joining me and being part of the channel, sharing and subscribing. I kind of want to touch base real quick on the Darknet markets and what's happened. Darknet markets are making a massive comeback. If you guys remember the whole Silk Road fiasco where people were buying all kinds of contraband and even people on there, I'm not making this up, and they were paying via cryptocurrencies, right? And I kind of want to tie in that what the article isn't mentioning money laundering, and money laundering has been a big deal through cryptocurrencies, moving money offshore from predominantly Chinese shores and moving it into other Western countries and unloading it to buy more real estate. And this is why I'm thinking the real estate market is on fire, even though nobody has a job with the lockdowns, and a majority don't have a job with the lockdowns. And it's kind of interesting to see where things are headed with this. So here it is, guys. Darknet markets made more money than ever in 2020. So how is this possible with the crackdowns, right? According to Chainalysis report, Darknet markets are decreasing in number but increasing in revenue. Chainalysis suggests COVID was one of the biggest factor in the trends. However, the pandemic has put pressure on the darknet market vendors due to strained supply chains and shipping routes. So we know that. So the darknet, the darknet basically is like your Silk Road type of backdoor, illegal, hard to find stores that you find that sell all kinds of weird contraband that they mail out or weird stuff. It just goes on and on, right? So darknet markets have surpassed their 2019 revenue this year with a month to spare, according to the report published by Chainalysis yesterday. Darknet markets have always commanded a great interest in the crypto community, first sparked by the infamous Silk Road. There it is, Silk Road, which plunged Bitcoin's reputation during the formative years. Silk Road might seem like a distant memory by now, but the darknet markets have persisted, and while the number of markets appears to be on the decline, those that remain are making more money than ever. So there it is. So it goes into here showing the darknet market revenues versus total transfers in darknet markets. So there it is right there. Wow. Actually, that's yeah. So sent to darknet markets. There it is right there. And darknet markets revenue. So the revenues are going up, but you're seeing a decline of money being sent, but you're still seeing darknet markets making money, right? I think Bitcoin is sustaining a lot of its value because of money laundering. The amount of money, the billions and billions. Look, if you look at Canada, there was, from 2011 to 2015, there was $203 billion laundered through real estate. How do they launder all that money? How do they bring? I mean, there's only so many hockey bags and briefcases of money you could bring into Canada without getting, or into the country without getting caught, right? I know a lot of the customs have turned a blind eye to it. I understand that happens all the time. But my question to you guys is, has Bitcoin been used as a tool to launder money? Because they load up on Bitcoin, 20,000 a Bitcoin. That's good for a money launderer. They have to buy maybe 10, 20 Bitcoins, maybe 100 Bitcoins. They're like, I got 100 Bitcoins. But a lot of people would think, you bought it at $1,000, 2,000? No, I bought it at 20. I'm like, why are you buying Bitcoin at 20 grand? Well, it's the safest way and the easiest way to move money offshore. And I'm thinking, with all these big sales and all these big sell-offs and all these houses selling $200,000-300,000 over asking during a pandemic, during a lockdown, during when people can't work, the average Canadians aren't getting into any of the markets. Neither are Australians and New Zealanders. So I'm thinking a lot of money is the digital currency is being used as a tool to move money out of countries and then re-establishing it. And I think that's why digital currencies are really strong, because if you have to move billions and billions and billions of dollars, it ends up becoming trillions of dollars. And that obviously is like, it's like putting all that money into one stock. Picture putting all that money into one stock and then dumping it, right? So pump and dumps, right? So I'm seeing it more of the analytical side of it or digital currencies having the support of obviously criminals, and the darknet is one of them to show that kind of situation. But I think the money laundering thing will come out in bigger full force later down the road. These numbers show that the darknet customers are making fewer purchases in total, but these purchases are on average for larger amounts. According to Chainalysis, indicates two possible situations. One, Casual drug buyers are shifting away from the darknet, making their purchases, while larger buyers are simply buying more per purchase. Two casual buyers are making large purchases in response to the uncertainty. But according to the Ingo Fidela Co-Foundation Blockchain Research Lab, this trend is primarily the result of increasing law enforcement enforcement focus on the darknet market industries. So there it is right there. This is your number of active darknet markets from 2015. So you still have quite a few of them. I mean, you still got darknet. There's the number of darknet active markets. So you're pushing close to 40 here, 35, 40. So there it is right there. So now, the darknet industry obviously is being hurt right now with the shipping issues we're having. On the Darknet forum, one cocaine vendor based in Canada said with COVID causing massive interruptions across the nation, I am still trying my best to keep prices reasonable and competitive. Adding, Canada Post is not guaranteeing 2 business day delivery for the time being. So that's from a cocaine vendor. So there it is, guys. I kind of wanted to show this to you guys and what's happening with the darknet. But I truly wholeheartedly believe that in the darknet, sorry, not the darknet. Forget the darknets. I'm talking there's a lot of money being moved offshore and being reintroduced when it hits the West. And I feel that Bitcoin is playing a huge role, or not Bitcoin, digital currencies are playing a massive role in buying us out or buying out our futures. Because how do you move billions and billions of dollars? How do you shadow flip all these homes? How do they move so much money out of China? Like we're talking in the trillions now that have bought up the entire West, leaving homes empty, leaving cities turned into empty shells everywhere, right? So how does so much money move off its shore? Well, I'm thinking that Bitcoin or cryptocurrency does play a big part in it when moving, because housing is still going up, but the average American's out of a job. A majority of average Americans are hurting to find work or getting cuts in pay. Same thing with Canadians. Canadians are hurting to find a job, or the stimulus is running out and the forbearance is running out in the States, and you got all kinds of shops down in Australia shut down, and you got some that are surviving. But this wave of cash flow that's entered our shores has completely left us in an absolute dismantle. It's dismantled and destroyed our financial system. But how do we fix that? We just keep lowering rates. We keep lowering rates to adjust. And but the problem is we keep lowering rates. We more and more devalue our currency. But wages are not keeping up with the cost of the increase of things. So wages don't keep up. So you're making less and less money every year because your wages are keeping nowhere up to what things should be at, or what things should, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I look very forward to reading your comments on this. Could cryptocurrency be a tool to move money around, dirty money? I look forward to reading your comments. And the Darknet. Darknet will always exist. There's no surprise with that. Comment below. I'll read your comments in a few minutes. Thanks for watching.